Some people never turn off the lights at night. Maybe they're onto something. Because when darkness creeps in, it doesn't come alone. Something else is watching, lurking, waiting, and sometimes it reaches out. You might think you're alone, but the shadows have eyes, and they never blink. Tonight, we're diving into terrifying real encounters that will make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. Welcome to Dark Demon Tales, where nightmares don't just haunt your dreams, they follow you into the real world. If you crave spine-chilling stories that will keep you up at night, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because what you're about to hear will haunt you. Now, let's begin. Mark had just moved into his dream home, a gorgeous yet eerily old Victorian house. It had everything he wanted: spacious rooms, antique charm, and a massive attic filled with forgotten relics. The first few nights were peaceful. Then, the noises began. At exactly 3 a.m., rustling echoed from above his bedroom ceiling. At first, he brushed it off. Old houses make sounds, right? But soon, the noises became deliberate. Footsteps, slow, heavy, pacing. One night, determined to put his fears to rest, Mark grabbed a flashlight and climbed the attic stairs. Dust swirled in the air, and the wooden floor groaned beneath his feet. He scanned the dimly lit space. Nothing, just old furniture and shadows. But as he turned to leave, he saw it, a dark figure, impossibly thin, crouched in the farthest corner. Two hollow eyes gleamed in the faint light. Before he could react, the shadow lunged. Mark bolted down the stairs, slamming the attic door behind him. The next morning, he found deep scratch marks on the inside of the door, as if something had been trying to get out. David worked late shifts at the hospital, usually getting home around 3 a.m. His apartment was on the 10th floor. No balcony, no fire escape, no way in. One night, as he walked toward his building, he happened to glance up. A woman stood at his apartment window, long dark hair draped over her face, hands pressed against the glass. His stomach dropped. No one else had a key. He sprinted up the stairs, fumbling with his keys, heart pounding. When he burst inside, nothing. The apartment was empty, windows locked. No sign of anyone, just his imagination, he told himself. But that night, as he drifted off to sleep, a whisper echoed in the room. "You saw me." The next morning, he found smudged handprints on the inside of the window. Rachel loved collecting antiques. One weekend, she found a peculiar porcelain doll at a flea market. Its faded blue eyes and soft, eerie smile sent chills through her. The vendor claimed it was over a century old. That night, she placed the doll on her shelf and went to bed. At 2 a.m., she woke up to faint whispers. The wind, she thought. But each morning, the doll had moved, just slightly. A tilt of the head, a shift in the arms. Determined to prove she wasn't imagining things, she set up a camera before bed. The next morning, she reviewed the footage. At exactly 2:33 a.m., the doll's head slowly turned toward the camera. Then it smiled. Emily was thrilled to be living alone for the first time, until the nightmares began. Every night, a soft creak, her closet door, once shut, would be slightly ajar. She convinced herself it was just old hinges, until the night she woke up paralyzed. Sleep paralysis, she told herself, just a bad dream. But as her eyes adjusted to the darkness, she saw something moving inside the closet. Two dimly glowing eyes stared at her through the gap in the door. Slowly, the door creaked open wider, revealing a gaunt figure with elongated fingers reaching toward her. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then, suddenly, the paralysis broke. She bolted upright, flicked on the light, and the closet door was shut. But on the floor, deep claw-like scratches marred the wooden planks. Jake, a truck driver, had seen plenty of strange things on the road, but nothing like that stormy night. Driving down a desolate highway, he spotted a young woman walking alone in the rain. Her dress clung to her frame, her head hung low. Feeling sorry for her, he pulled over. She climbed in without a word, only whispering an address. When they arrived, he turned to tell her, but she was gone. The seatbelt was still fastened. The door had never opened. Shaken, he knocked on the house's front door. An elderly woman answered. When he explained what had happened, her face went pale. "That's my daughter," she whispered. "She died in an accident on that highway 20 years ago. You made it this far. Congratulations. But be warned, sometimes just hearing these stories is enough to invite something sinister. If you hear a knock at your door or see something shift in the shadows tonight, don't say I didn't warn you. If you love true horror stories, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Dark Demon Tales, where nightmares are just a click away. Until next time, sleep tight if you can.